Lance Armstrong looked forward to a more successful second week as well. The first had presented many disappointments. His Motorola team had ridden fairly well in the team time trial, but certainly not well enough to make Lance a contender. And then a crash in stage 5 at Dunkirk cost Armstrong over 2 minutes and took a physical toll as well. It's a lot to ask of this young Texan, whose success has brought immense expectations.
A lot of people expect a lot of things. I mean, they expect Lance Armstrong to be Miguel Indurain when they don't realize that Miguel is 31. This is his 11th tour. His first 2 he never finished. He was in the bottom half of the Tour de France for a long time, and now he's only blossomed into what he is. And people don't realize that at the 3rd tour and at 23 years old, they expect you to be with Miguel Indurain all the time, and that's just, you just can't do that in a race like this. This is a man's race, and it's hard for a kid to compete.
The 984-mile mark in this course of more than 2,200 miles. First alpine stage with 3 major climbs to a peak elevation of over 5,400. And on the first of those climbs, Col de Saisy, Once's Alex Zulle attacks and breaks away from the peloton. Here with the action, Phil Liggett and Paul Sherwin.
And Zulle has waited till the first big climb of the Col de Saisy. He's built a lead already on Indurain of 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Well, you know, Phil, this is a brave move because there's more than 40 miles to go, but he has been joined by Bo Hamburger and Federico Munoz, the Colombian climber.
Both very good climbers, and they'll be welcome alongside him now with 2 climbs still to come, the Comé de Roseland and the big one up to La Plagne. And there's still a lot of riders left in this main group, but bridging the gap here and 30 seconds down behind the leaders is Lance Armstrong.
But he's left it a little bit too late to try and get up there because at the moment he's stuck in no man's land.
And he's right at the base of the 12-mile climb now, while on the climb itself you've got this man Alex Zulle, who's shed himself of the other 2 riders, Munoz and the Bo Hamburger. Now Zulle is going clear. This is going to be a big problem for Indurain, and his team is all around him.
And news at the back of the race is quite dramatic for Evgeny Berzin because he can't stay in contact with Miguel Indurain.
Well, there's no such problems for Alex Zulle. He has built a big lead on this climb and is now free to set fur for La Plagne. And there's Lance Armstrong, and now he's been passed and dropped by the Indurain group. There's Indurain, 5 minutes and 2 seconds down on Alex Zulle. This now is causing great concern to Miguel Indurain. For a long time, he has never been under such an attack in the Tour de France. This man is now the new yellow jersey on the road.
Well, Alex Zulle doing the right thing there and keeping his energy levels topped up, but you know, Miguel Indurain has 18 miles to put the situation to right.
And well ahead of that group, Alex Zulle has begun his final climb to La Plagne. He's now 5 minutes and 15 seconds ahead of the Indurain group. But he has to know that the man in yellow, along with Laurent Jalabert, have the legs to cut into that lead.
And all Zulle wants now, I think, is to be alone on this climb. He knows there is a fight back. He would have expected it. But Indurain now is being left to do all of the work himself.
Alex Zulle still has 3 minutes and 9 seconds lead over Miguel Indurain, but it's up to the Spaniard to do the work on his own because he has no teammates left.
Significantly so, Paul. They've dropped away from him one by one, but they won't catch Alex Zulle now. He sees the top and the finishing line of La Plagne. It's a question of how much time he has gained on what has been an excellent day of attacking. Alex Zulle wins his first ever stage in the Tour de France, but it's time he wants, and the clock starts about now. But you have to admire this champion. He knows how to suffer as well, and he's fighting now to limit losses, while Tony Rominger, taking a drink here from Chiapucci, is over 4 minutes down on Indurain. Look at the face of this man.
Well, he's got to give everything he's got. The time is the most important thing to him today. The time and the damage he's done to his men behind him. And he's come to the line. It's going to be 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Unbelievable. He saved the day.
So Alex Zulle captures stage 9 in La Plagne over Indurain. The excellent climber Marco Pantani in 4th. The overall lead still belonging to Indurain over Zulle. Lance Armstrong in 36th place.